Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hello, people. Oh my god, there's so more people than I kind of thought. Like, I was thinking, like, what, 2? I'm seeing 4 right now. Hello, people. For some reason, maybe because I haven't streamed for a long time, I'm kinda in a chaotic state. Okay, I'm in a chaotic state. Like, I already prepared everything, like, a few days ago, and I'm already chaotic. I'm already feeling chaotic. Like, what the heck? Hello, hope y'all doing good, by the way. Hope y'all doing good. I'm doing, like, last minute checkups before anything. Can you hear me well, by the way? Is the audio good? Do you hear the music as well? Yeah, hello Minty, hello Anikus, hello March, hello Purple Coat. Yeah, you hear you good? Nice. Yeah, it's just like this is like probably like the it shouldn't be this big. That's the thing. Like, this whole thing shouldn't have been big. I just added extra stuffs here and there, and by the end of it, I was like, maybe I overdid it. You know, maybe I have overdone the whole thing. But it should be fine. It should be fine. You know, it's just gonna be me yapping and like showing you some stuff here and there. Should be fun. Should be cool. And I wouldn't be as nervous because I already have my matcha with me. I have my matcha. And hopefully I wouldn't sleep as well. Hopefully I wouldn't sleep. That's the thing that scares me the most. Sleeping in the middle of the stream. Anyway, hope y'all doing good. I think I could just switch to the scene. Just, you know, to properly yap and stuff. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, today I'm not using my model, you know? I am Katsumi, the tour guide. You know, I came with the whole kit, with this beautiful art that's done by Asura 23. You can find their name. I should have put the links, actually. I will probably do that later. I'll share the links to their Twitter and VGen. But yeah, they actually did a very good job with the art. You know, they brought the whole, the brightness of the tour guide. Look at me smiling. And then staying silent. And then going talking and not talking. And stuff like that. It's so good. Like, they did a good job with that. No! I dropped my matcha! I didn't even drink it. Oh my god, this is so over, guys. This is so over. I haven't even drunk a sip. I didn't even have a sip out of this. Oh my god, and it was so hot. Oh no, it was hot as well. That's what I mean when I said that the whole thing is too chaotic for me to handle. I just moved my arm 1 second and the whole floor is now drenched in matcha. Now I have no caffeine to sustain myself. This is so tragic. Oh my god, this is so tragic. Actually, give me a minute to clean this whole mess, actually. Oh my god, this is a lot. I'm literally throwing all my tissues on the floor for me to like clean it up properly. You're the cappuccino demon? What the heck? Oh, it's matcha, not cappuccino even. You came to the wrong place. Goodness. Maybe I should have drunk it before, that's the thing. I shouldn't have been overconfident about me drinking it while talking. Man, now I cannot go and make another one. It's gonna take a while. And that was also my last matcha. That was the last matcha I had too. So tragic. It's so tragic. Close enough. It's okay. It's okay. I will manage. I will manage. I will stay alive. I will stay alive and awake through this whole thing. Anyway, hope you're doing good. You know, it's not like anything has happened. Everything is fine. Everything is good. We all vibing. It's not like I dropped a hot drink on myself and the floor, and also on my table, and kinda on my mouth. Everything is super good. Anyways, anyways, guys. It's a lot of things. Well, not a lot of things I prepared, but I did prepare some stuffs. I'll have to like probably switch to the different scene for us to start yapping. That was not the start I wanted, by the way. That was not the start I wanted, by the way. It's fine. Like I can probably clean it. Actually, let me check how bad it is. Like I only see part of it. I probably like cleaned most of it. That's the thing. I cleaned most of it. Give me like 2 seconds. You will be missed, even though I didn't have like a taste. Wait, how much is left actually? No, actually, never mind. I have like a little bit. There's like a little bit left out of the cup. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Yeah. I'm still here. What do you mean you want to take over the stream? I'm still here. I haven't even moved. I was here the whole time. I was like yapping. I was yapping through the struggles. Well, you thought I'm actually gonna leave? You thought I'm actually gonna leave? You crazy. You're crazy for that. Da-da-da! Yeah, I can sustain myself with the little bit of magic that is left. Let's chill. It's cool. Okay, I guess I can just start. Actually, let me just check if everything is good on the other side. Yeah, we chill. We're rocking. Alright, let's switch to the next scene where I'll be showing you the other stuff. Press X take over? No, there's no take over in my stream. This is the tour guide stream. You know, no one is taking over. Hello, Sammy, by the way. Hello. Okay. Like I said, it's gonna be, depending on how much I'm gonna yap, it might be either a long stream or it's gonna be like maybe short, because I worry sometimes that I'm talking too much about things that shouldn't be taking so long. We shall see. Anyway, let's see, where is this thing that I need? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did prepare some slides. And it's gonna be very easy, like it's very easy to follow. So first we're gonna be talking about the graphics that I have worked on for EverWinter, which if you guys are new and you haven't ever heard about EverWinter, it was a Minecraft. Oh my god, I'm already using was. I'm so used to saying is, not was. Now the event is over. I'm probably the last thing that's holding the event before it's over, you know? Man. Anyway, EverWinter was a Minecraft SMP event that was held during April for like a week and a half, and it was mainly about the host who invited Vtubers to their winter resort for the grand opening. But suddenly, a blizzard hit the resort, and danger and chaos started. That's basically the whole synopsis, the whole main story of it. And worked on it along with my very cool friends. We have like we already did like the behind the scenes streams where we talked in depth about everything from the start to beginning. But in short, we started like around 4 months ago, if I remember right. And I was the first one. I joined the team, by the way. Like Aesteryiix, who is like the organizer of the event and also was the host for EverWinter, she posted like an idea of making the an SMP event for some friends and like stuff like that. And I saw the post and I was like, I can actually join and help for a bit because it was like a cool idea and I already joined like a lot of events before. So I was like, why not try and see how it feels to be the person behind scenes and planning everything out, you know? So that's how I joined. Also because Acer was a good friend of mine, I wanted to help anyway. So I like tried my best. I was mainly focused on like the graphics and the lore bits for EverWinter, and those are the things that I'll be talking about for this stream. The evil one picked you first. No, I joined. I voluntarily joined. I voluntarily joined. No one picked me. No one recruited me. I just joined because I wanted to help. So yeah, first we're gonna be going through the graphics, and then we're gonna be going through the things I wrote, things I like planned for lore-wise. That include my character, the side lore. I wouldn't be talking about the main lore, aka the host and everything that I have done. I'll be focusing on the side lore that I initially worked on for the event. So those will be the rings and the story of the captain. Those shouldn't take long, and it's gonna be like for later. So it's gonna be like probably the graphic is gonna be a little bit I wouldn't say philosophical, but it's like a lot of thought has went through it. You know, a lot of thought has went through that one. So let's see. So this is the final logo that you all have used, and I'm actually very happy that I have seen like a lot of people using it in their posts, in their thumbnails as well. Like I got emotional seeing some of them sometimes, because this was actually my first ever logo design that I have done in my whole life. So I did my best in it. Like it probably took like a month, if I remember right. It took a month, maybe month and a half, just figuring out like how to make the logo, like what I wanted it to be, what's gonna fit the event and stuff like that. I love the logo. Thank you guys, thank you. I cleared it. Yeah, I cleared it. Like I'm really glad how it turned out at the end. Like all the work that went through it, it was worth it, you know. It was a bit tiring, but it was worth it. And I think the next one is, yeah, this is the, what do you call it, the text logo. This is like the simpler one as well. This one, it was like a bit technical, because for the Minecraft text I had to use Blockbench to design the logo, and also this was like my first time hearing about it, first time trying it out. And the whole thing about it is like I had to play around with like the text itself, like how bulky I wanted it to be, the angle of it, and also the texture. Like I had to extract the texture itself and design it. Like I didn't design all the characters, I just designed the one that I needed for EverWinter. You know? Did you guys ever fight over the logo? Actually, no. Like, I'm gonna talk more about how the process of the logo went, but actually, because I was mainly on the logo and the graphics, there wasn't any disagreements. That's probably one of the few peaceful stages that we all kind of agreed on, besides the other stuffs for EverWinter. It was very smooth, and I was like showing the progress, like how each step was going on the score, and everyone was like hyping it. Like sometimes I would have like low confidence in it, but they will be hyping the shit out of it. So I was like, yeah, I'd actually like it. I love the implementation of some of the keyloggers. Yeah, I made sure that that was the first thing that I thought of when I was thinking about the. Let me go back. So when I was like thinking about the whole design of this, I was like thinking of like presenting the main things that are important in the event. That would be the resort, the radio, and there at the back, it does look like Doom Mountain. I think at that time we didn't have like an exact shape for Doom Mountain, but I wanted to add a big mountain anyway. What would have been better to wait until we finalized how the Doom Mountain would look like, but it still looked good, you know, it still looked good. That was like the main shape. Actually, let me actually check also. It probably is one of the next slides I have here. Okay, so this is probably like when me and Aesteryiix were like discussing how the logo should be first. That was like the first thing we thought of, like EverWinter and the snowflake behind it. That was the beginning of it, and I kind of took Aesteryiix's idea and tried like oh my god, oh my god, this is so confusing. What the heck? Let me try. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. So I kind of took Aesteryiix's idea and tried like a different way for it to work. So I had the snowflake, half of it at the back, with some like snow mountains and stuff. Like the idea was there. It's a bit clear, not clear. I just wanted to get out of my system just to see how it feels. And I also had like at the beginning the EverWinter reflecting on a frozen lake, but eventually I kinda swayed away from that. Like there was like a whole phase when I was like debating on different versions, and eventually I didn't like how the reflection turned out to be, so that quickly got scrapped out. You like the reflection? Well, unfortunately, it was not part of the. It's not the final part, unfortunately. It didn't go to the final phase. So let me see the next one. Oh, these are like the scribbles as well of how I wanted EverWinter, the shape overall to be. And when I showed it to the team, we kind of agreed on the one circled with blue. That was the one that we finally agreed. That was the mountains. You see the radio and the resort. That was like the background for the logo. That's what we all agreed on. So I went with that. The sketches are sick. I remember vaguely like drawing these very quickly. Like I had an inspirational moment, and I just wanted to get those out and then show to the team and see which one of these I could like go with. You can see the shape now, yeah. Like this is when I started to like finally see the shape of the logo and how all the elements will be placed out. Let's see. This is when I started adding everything in Clip Studio. This is like a screenshot, by the way. So you can see I was trying to see how where to place the resort and the mountain, the radio station. The logo is obviously in the middle. I also like tried to add some snow just because it was supposed to be EverWinter, aka winter, aka snow. So I wanted to like add those as well. I think the next one is probably when it started to become more clear. And that's when we when like the building for the resort and the radio station like started to come into shape. So we finally had the final look of the resort, and that's when I started to actually sketch it out how it's supposed to be. The radio was like an okay. I had like just a glimpse of it, and the mountain is the mountain. And also you can see like I tried to like add the reflection in here. That's when I decided that it didn't work at all. That was like, I think it was a different idea as well, because I had like a two idea, one with the reflection and one without the reflection. I'm not sure if I added those here. Oh yeah, there is the second version. So this is the version with the reflection. I wanted it to look more of like, what do you call it? Like a fairy tale kind of vibe. I wanted to like give it a more simpler 2D look in here, while in this one I wanted to make it more blocky, like a Minecraft. Like when you look at it, it feels like it is Minecraft. So that's when I added the what do you call it? The platform at the bottom. And again, I showed it to the team. We agreed that this is better than the reflection, and I did agree because low-key, the fairy tale vibes in here, like the way I envisioned it, didn't work for what we were like what we wanted for the event. The classic phone picture when you can take screenshot. I was like mostly working on my iPad. That's the thing. So whenever like I had like a progress or something, I would just screenshot it and then send it to the Discord very quickly. I didn't have the time to transfer the whole file into my PC and then screenshot it actually, you know. I was in my focused mode. I was locked in when I was like drawing this on my iPad. Reflection will make it too busy. Yeah, that too. Like I didn't want to add too much. I wanted the focus to be on the main element, the text, and make it feel like everything is on a land, like the platform at the bottom. And yeah, this is actually when I started to like, once I finalized the sketch, I started to like add do the lining and the colors. Resort was the first one I started with, and you can also see that I started to like what do you call it, halfway through the radio station as well. The text for EverWinter was a temporary one because I was still figuring out how to use block bench at that time. I think the next one, yeah, this is where everything like started to take shape as well. So you can see the placement, the trees, the mountain, the radio station, the resort. I think the only thing that's changed overall is the block itself, like the perspective of the block, the platform at the bottom. Because it did feel like it didn't work. The perspective of it was wrong compared to how everything is placed. So I did change that eventually and make it more front view, if you would say. The black block at the bottom really made us look up at the other parts. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted everything to look like you're looking from down up, you know? Like you're looking up. But the way the block looked right now, the perspective of it kind of felt like it didn't give like I don't know, it didn't work. Like, because you're looking up, but then the block is like kinda tilting down. It feels like a fish eye. I think fish eye perspective kinda. That's what I'm trying to say. That's overall I didn't like it. TDLR, I didn't like it, so I changed it. Oh, that was like another idea as well I tried. Because here I was trying to make it like a bluish moon, and I tried to make it into a sunset. Because you know the whole like thing we had with EverWinter is mysterious. There's like some wrong things going around with the blizzard. So I thought that maybe adding a reddish sunset would add to the mysterious like horror vibes at that time. But I felt that was too much, and it was contrasting too much with the overall colors of everything. Because the sunset is red, but then the resort is also kind of red-brown. And it felt like it's gonna take over the blue shades for EverWinter. Like, it wouldn't be EverWinter, it's gonna be like EverMilt. So I had to scrap out the sunset and go back to the bluish moon, because that felt more like winter. And yeah, that's when the resort was done here, the shading and everything was done. Like the shading, oh my god, the shading for the resort, like the resort itself, it took like the longest. Out of all the elements here, the resort took the longest, because it's because of how the resort was shaped and the perspective I had for it as well. Oh my god, I'll probably have to show you like I have to show you how that even like I was able to manage that. But yo, I was so happy when I finished the resort, because everything else flew so fast. It just, the resort took a long time because of how it was built, like the shape of it. Weird Resort. Oh man. Oh my god, I just remembered. I think we had like this idea of making like 2 versions of the logo as well. So we had like the this clean version where the resort and the radio are looking fine. Then we kind of thought of making another version where the resort and the radio are broken. But I think we kind of forgot, but I also thought that it would be too much. Like, this already took a long time, and I thought that breaking it down, make it look like it's ruined, that would also take a long time for me to do. So I made myself forget that idea at all. I made myself forget that idea, and we just stuck with that. And I'm kind of glad. Like, as much as I would have loved to have 2 versions and make it look cool, but at that time we had like other stuff that we had to prioritize as well, so I didn't want to make another logo just for it to be cool, you know? That's not too surprising. The resort was so detailed and had so many interconnecting shapes. Yeah, the interconnections. I remember like getting a little bit of a headache just like trying to connect the lines so the resort would look weird. The weird shape did put the focus on it. Yeah. I'm actually happy with how like the resort eventually turned out. Like the shape of it is so unique and it's so cool, but drawing it is the hardest part. Drawing the whole thing was the hardest part ever. Plus the logo hides the twist at the resort going destroyed. Yeah, that also too. Like, it's a lot of things going on. I don't think having the destroyed version would have impacted as much if we added it. So I'm just happy we stuck with one version. Let me see. Oh, I think that's the final screenshot I had before we had the final one, which is this one. Wait, oh my god, I had to hide that. Oh man. Yep, this is the final one. Like, after the screenshot, this was the final one. I finished everything. I did the trees, I did some shading, finished the radio. I also added the crows at the back. That was like probably the final touch. And then I started working on block bench for EverWinter segment. I also fixed the platform, made it more front, and added more shape into it. Yeah, it looks so clean. It looks so clean. You just haven't seen how the file looks like. Oh man, that's gonna be so chaotic. Oh my god, the file is already too much. Wait, how many folders I have in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with some stuff in the middle. Actually, wait, I don't know how many layers are there. Actually, let me check. How many? What was the last layer I added in? It's probably more than 200. It's probably more than 200. Cause there's like a lot of like layer copies that I also duplicated, so it's probably more than 200. Wait, I can actually share this. I have it ready on the dial. Ta-da! That is the file I had for EverWinter. As you see, I didn't add the SMP event at the bottom. I did that on my PC. But this is like the whole thing. The whole file. I don't think I'll be showing everything though. But as you can see, this is layer 131. And there's like a lot of copies here. A lot of copies. And I don't name them. That's the thing. My problem sometimes is I don't name my layers. So I would spend a lot of time, just for the love of it, trying to search for the layer that I need. I love making things harder for myself, you know. Oh, but yeah. There are groups, yeah. The groups actually, I added those last minute when I was done with with each element. So like for the resort, I didn't have a group at the beginning, but when I finished it, I found all the layers related to the resort and then added them into a group. That's the honest way. Exactly. Make something harder on yourself for no reason. Yes, you're a knower. You are a knower. You added them at the end, yeah. Like I said, I love making it hard for myself. Also, I'm sometimes too locked in. I don't have the time to think about naming them, you know? And it's gonna be like too complicated to name them, okay? It's gonna be too complicated. So let me show you the beginning. Like, you already saw the sketches, I think. Let me see, was it this one? Actually, let me turn on this as well. So this is like one of the sketches that I had. How many layers are there? Oh, 9 actually. That's easy. 9 is easy. This is like more of a finished look as well. What was this one actually? Oh, this had nothing. Oopsies. This had nothing. Well, it did have something. Actually, let me check. Oh my god. I remember this. Oh my god, this one was when I was testing out the perspectives. Low-key, this was when I was starting to figure out which perspective that I wanted to draw the resort in. Artist to artist connection, yeah. I really showed the logos made the thumbnail so easy. Yeah, I really wanted the logos, guys. Is it micro depends? Of course, you will need a logo for it. You know, it makes the thumbnail so much cooler. Don't worry, this is like the beginning. Like, this is not the resort. This is like me testing out things. But low-key, this is not the scariest thing, okay? This is not the scariest thing, because this is the perspective I was working on. This was the perspective that I was working on this whole time for the resort. Like, I had the reference for the resort, okay? This is like, you can see it at the bottom, at the top there. But there was like the resort reference that I had, and I was trying to map the perspective on it. So that's why it looks so complicated. Like I remember like trying out fixing the perspective like maybe a day or like 2 days. Like it took a long while for me to finally learn how to use it. It is weird, but I can see the perspective. That's the matrix. Oh man, I also have a reference from like the radio when we Kerber started working on it. Let me see, what else do I have? This is the sketch for those are like samples of trees that I wanted to add. Oh, this is the important thing. Okay, this is the important thing. Okay, this whole circle, I needed that. You know, I needed that to make the shape look even cooler. You know, like it's the, what do you call it? The golden rule. Like I didn't make a perfect one, but I had the idea in my mind, you know? I wanted like the way that you guys would look at. I don't know if that actually worked, but I wanted the focus to be on the resort, and then you would go like in a circle, like the resort, and then the radio, and then the mountain, and then you go at the text at the front. But I think it kind of didn't work because EverWinter, the text itself was too big for that to work. But the idea was there. Like I just wanted to direct the view for you guys to see everything in the logo. Minecraft perspective is so janky. So people doing that. Oh, I didn't realize that until I was done with the resort. You think it worked? Yay! Like seeing it this way, it does work. Seeing it this way, it works. So yeah, golden rule, it works. Oh, your eyes didn't go to the text first? Okay, I'm surprised. Because Loki, the text is bigger. It's actually the main focus. Like it's up front, and then you have everything behind. You think it looked beautiful? Thank you. I'm still glad that the circle worked. At least for one person it worked. So that's a plus for me. Okay, I think let me do it actually in the correct order. Cause it's gonna look so weird if I started from the mountain. So this is the resort. Like when I started coloring it out, I don't remember if I have the sketch of it, but you can see this whole folder for the resort. This is the base. Okay. Oh wait, actually wait. Why do I have like another original? What? Wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, this is the original. Never mind. I'm blind. I can't read. Did it? First look. This is the color. This is the shade, and everything here at the top is the lines. Hold hands, guys. It's a lot. All of these are like broken parts of this, by the way. It's broken parts, okay? I have to zoom in for you guys to see, okay? So let's block everything. So this is like the front, and then more, and then here. Cause I when I was like drawing it, I kept like erasing and stuff. It's like the perspective made everything so disconnected and interconnected, and it didn't look good. So I had to erase and then redraw and then erase and redraw, and it was a lot. It was a lot, but it kind of worked. As you can see, it worked in a weird way, you know? That's the important thing. I think I can also try out the... I don't know if it's gonna be good on the PC, but I can like try out. Also, you can see like what is the... Oh, it's actually like a 45. Never mind. So, let's see. Let me do it black. That's gonna be like this. And then this. You see, it does kind of look weird when when you try to connect everything together. That's why I had to do like a lot of erasing and then fixing around. It was a weird perspective to work on. But I'm glad it worked at the end. I'm glad it worked out. Look at this. I actually don't remember where is the shading. Actually, the shading also took like a long time. Let me try to find it out. Oh, this is the block. Result original, radio original. The mountain. I think it's somewhere up here. Oh yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is... Oh my god, this is the shading. And everything together. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was crazy, what the heck? Oh my god. Is there radio? Like, not all of it is finished. I think I have the finished version somewhere. It's probably the shaders up there. Texture lock is always weird. Sometimes it works on this side. Sometimes you incorporate it in an element. Sometimes you just give up on the text and give them two versions. Oh, I see. That's actually an interesting way to look at it. Because to me, sometimes I would look at what's in front of me when it comes to like, what do you call it? Logos, branding and stuff. Because the text is like, what's the brand named as? Or the event named as? So I think it's probably depending on like what each person thoughts on it. Too much. Too much. Oh man, it's actually gonna be a lot. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but you can like literally see how everything was like kind of complicated. Why is this hidden? Oh my god. Oh yeah, those are like the original stuffs, okay? So we have the mountain, that's how it originally looked at the back. You see it's kind of broken. Because I didn't need to draw the whole thing. It's gonna be covered anyway, so I just drew the things that will be shown up. And then this is the block. Well, the block how it used to be first, before I changed it later. Now you're making me go on my YouTube account for this now. Why though? What do you mean? Why do you need your YouTube account for this? What? Why? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So this is like the logo with everything in it. Let me go through this very quickly. Oh no, actually never mind. I kind of messed up. Logi kind of messed up. What was the correct order? Was everything shown? Oh my god, no. What did I hide? Never mind, it actually worked. Oh my, maybe I shouldn't mess with this too much. Maybe it's better to leave it as it is. Hello, wannabe. Hello, welcome. Oh, that's wannabe. What? And using my personal YouTube account on this? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Hello, how you doing? Good? Yeah, I'm just showing like everything I have worked on. I'm starting with the graphics. It's already a lot. It's already like just looking at this, remembering the headache I used to have with the logo. It's a lot. And some of these are hidden. Like I don't want to touch it because it's gonna be more chaos than this. It's already too much. Like this is like. It's a lot. But yeah. Wait, whoa. Why did it go up? What the heck? But yeah, this whole thing, it took like a month. It's probably a month or a month and a half. Because I was also busy at that time. So I was like trying to finish it maybe like as as much as I can during my free times whenever I had them. But yeah, it's a lot of shade, a lot of what do you call it? A lot of filters that I had to use just to make the colors fit together as well. Maybe I could just show the resort one. So this is the resort, and this already has like a lot of shade. Oh man. Okay, maybe you can play with this one actually. This is gonna be low-key kind of easy to check on the resort. Let's hide this. Just to show you how the resort used to be when it didn't have all of these. It just looked bare, and then I had to make like it look like more woody. Like I wanted to give it the wood look. So I started adding like texture into it. So I added more lines and stuff. And then I started shading it. So I just shaded some parts of it for each layer. I don't know why I did that. I could have done all of it in one layer, but I was kind of crazy. I was kind of crazy. So yeah, you can see why this took the longest. And also like I started playing with the window here. If you see, like I started to add fire inside and make it look warm from the outside. But yeah, I think here when I started adding light, maybe not. But yeah, there it is. There's light, there's more shades. I don't even know what's happening. Oh man. But you can see like everything like starting to take shape. Reflection on the glass, the moon reflection on the roof, and the wood and stuff, and that's how the resort turned out to be. The wood looks so on point. Yep, I made sure of that. I made sure it looked as cracked, as woody as it needs to be. Yeah, the other things are very simple. We don't need to go through all of that. The file is already chaotic. I don't want to go through all of this because this is not the main focus of this whole stream. But you can see how the thing turned out to be. I think the main focus is just like I wanted to make sure that you guys will have like a first glance on what the winter resort is gonna be from the logo, because this was the first thing that you guys had in the trailer as well. Like you saw the trailer, you saw everything in the resort, and then you have the logo, which represents all of the elements of the event together. So I'm glad everyone was using it, and it also looks cool, you know? So good job to me. It was a lot of headache, but good job to me. Yup, I can close this finally. Oh my god, wow. I had Clip Studio open for 2 days for this. 2 days. Let me see, the next part, where's my mouse? Oh, these are like extra graphics that I also worked on. What do you call that? Actually, let me check. Yeah, okay. So these are like extra stuff I worked on. Some of them were like very quick. Well, all of them were very quick. We have the thumbnail for the trailer of EverWinter. At the beginning, we didn't plan this one, but I made one very quickly so we can add it and make it look more official. And the schedule was a bit of a last minute, I would say. I had to do it very quickly with the elements all the elements I had. So you can see at the bottom, I used some parts from the survival guide to add like, you know, make it vibe more. And then you see the dates and everything is, it's very clear, you know. I had just made that very quickly. Last minute, but very cute, yeah. Yeah, thank you. I think that's it for the graphics. That's all the graphics I have worked so far. The past cards, those were designed by Aesteryiix. those are like the whole design for those were by Aesteryiix, by your host. She worked so hard on them and made them look very cool. The thing is, they looked like a square at first. They looked as square at first, so I just suggested to make it look more rounder. Yeah, give it a rounded shape, you know, like a card. But the whole thing is Acer. She did all the cards. Also, like I think it was the default, the poor card. This one especially, I made that. I didn't make the card. I just added the edges, so it looks like someone ripped it off, you know. That's the only thing that I will take credit of, the ripped shape of that card. That's it. Everything else is Acer. Squirmy. But yeah, that's it for the graphics, I believe. Unless I get shocked by the next slide. No more graphics. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot actually. Loki, I forgot. There was the survival guide as well. Oopsies. I did design those as well. I don't know why I forgot them. But yeah, I designed all the pages. I designed all the pages that you guys, of course, have seen, and they will have like the different pages. Entertaining information. I designed everything in there, especially the pictures. Actually, not the pictures. Some of the pictures, I took them. The skin heads, I took those as well. I just added borders. The other stuffs, so you can see. I don't know if I can actually zoom more than that. Hold on. So you can see, like in the $sign, the box, the map, the flag, all these are drawn. I drew those. Yeah, I designed the pages. I drew those stickers in there. The pictures, some of them were taken by the team. Some of the others, I had to take them with some actors in there. And yeah, this is actually probably my favorite, because I had to make this look ripped and then show you like, oh, there's actually something mysterious behind these pages. Yeah. I think like the best thing about these also were like the pictures. Because I had to take some of those personally, and I had to like ask the team kindly to pose for them, and because of how perfectionistic I was, I had to tell them exactly which angle I wanted the pictures to be. Some of them, not all the pictures, you know? Not all the pictures. Let me see. Oh, this is the... Okay, so this is like page 1. 2 is ripped. You know, it's ripped. And then you have 3 and 4. This was posted on the last day. Which is actually kind of funny, because last day was when everything was going wrong, and then this is posted. So it's like, hee, host is having fun while everyone is being in danger. Oh man. But yeah, those pictures, actually all of the pictures here, I had to work with Acer for those. So you can see there is Acer here, gambling. Ricky was up here throwing the diamonds, by the way, to make it look like the gambling machine is actually throwing diamonds. You can see Acer also doing golf here. And this is us. This is us skiing. Yay! We looking cool, we looking fresh out of a sledge. Yeah. Actually, why am I doing this? I can control Z, what the heck? It was very funny. Yeah. That was the whole purpose. Like when we were planning out the pages for these, I was like, I don't know who suggested actually. I don't know who suggested that, but we were like, let's post the activities as the last page for the event. The world is ending. Yeah, seriously. Oh man, we thought it was funny. That's why we left this part for the last. So everyone was like being, oh, when like the this page was posted, everyone was like so focused on what's hidden in page 4 and 3. But no, it was nothing. It was just the the host having fun. Oh man, Loki, it was funny. Oh, and this was like the dramatic pages. I don't remember which one was posted, but I made this very quickly to make it more dramatic, you know, because it was the last day. The host is having fun with this, like some stuff's going wrong. So yeah. The next ones, yeah, we have the worms, the sledging. Me when I'm in a catastrophic disaster. Oh yeah, throw all your worries out and slid it away, you know? Slid the whole thing out. Oh man. So here you can also see Silent kindly post for this as well. Working on the sewing. You can see them sewing something for their husband. They were working super hard. Yes, those also like the how to make these were also screenshots that the team took, and I used them to make things more easier. Also here another picture of Deku with the block on a sledge. It looks so cute. I'm happy that Deku agreed to this. There was also another picture that actually Deku agreed for. Oh my god, that was probably the funniest picture. The funniest section. I took pictures for. Oh my god, I wish I had a clip for this one, by the way. I wish I had a clip on how we had the photo session for this, because Loki, it made me laugh. So I think the beginning was this one, okay? When I was working on the food pages, I needed pictures for those. So I think Silent and Deku were available at that time. So I was like, guys, I needed some actors. I need someone to be me, take my skin and wear it. And I need someone else that would act like a butler or something. And Deku was like, I got it. It's okay. I got it. I was like, oh, okay, you got it. Okay. So I go into the server and head to the resort. And then I see Deku log in with the maid outfit. He was wearing the maid outfit in here. I didn't know he had that skin, so I was like laughing for like 2-3 minutes because of how sudden that was. Oh, it's so funny, man. Oh man, I wish I had the clip, man. Every time I remember that, I lose it. Like, he was talking in the monotone way, saying, it's okay, I got it. He comes out with the maid outfit. Oh man, I need to stop. But yeah, there's Deku in a maid outfit. This is Silent, wearing my skin. And Kurba actually joined like later when we were like starting taking the picture here, trying to see which seat is good, like which food we have to put on the table. He joined it later and sat down, and it made the picture so much wholesome. But yeah. And also like Deku took this picture as well, like them cooking a pie in an oven. This is also Silent because Dizzy was busy at that time, and I needed another person for the picture. So Silent took the skins. He took a lot of our skins for some of these pictures. And yeah, he acted as Dizzy for this one. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. Also, by the way, those stickers, I also drew them. Like, I had the the icons for these foods, but they did not look clear, so I had to paint them over by myself. Probably took a lot of time, probably was unnecessary, but I like how they look, so I had to commit to that. But yeah. Oh wait, I think yeah. And then wait, what are you saying? What are you saying? For? Is it the stickers? Yeah, man. Like the stickers, yeah, they took a while, but I had to commit. It's for the love of the game, guys. It's for the love of the game and design. Unnecessary, but the artist soul wanted to do it. Exactly. I wanted to do it because it would look much better. You know, it would look even cooler. That's why I had to commit. Anyways, there was like, if you guys noticed, there's like a missing, 2 pages are missing here. So this is 5th, 5 and 6. We are missing 7 and 8. It's a long story. Some of these pages were happening during the most hectic days of the event, aka the last 3 days. And some of the pages that were not published were too happy, and it didn't provide enough information. So that's why it was not published, and we prioritized better posts to add to the experience. I think one of the pages was like how to use the camera. I think it was on one of the last 3 days, and it was not the right time for the camera at that time. So I worked on like writing some more, what do you call it, Kerbo pages, which I'm going to right now. So the first one of Kerbo's pages is the Nature and Danger that was already planned, that was posted on day 1 or maybe day 2, I believe. And so just talking about the what do you call it, the mobs. There was pictures in the one that I was posted. When I was working on it, I didn't have the pictures, so I just sent the written pages to the team, and they took the pictures and they put it in there. That's why I don't have the final version of it. I should have checked on that. My bad. So these 3 pages were posted on the beginning of the event. And this was the pages that replaced the one for the survival guide, the survival instructions. Yeah, those were the replacement for the missing pages, because those felt more important, and a lot of people during like the last 3 days, that's when the blizzard started to get much colder, much harsher, and we saw like a lot of people who didn't have like magma blocks, who didn't wear wool armor. So I wrote those, we checked with everyone, like we had to do this very quickly to post it and make sure that everyone works on protecting themselves during the last 3 days. So yeah, I think those are the last pages for the secret file. It would have been funny if we would find those pages in game somewhere. That's kind of an idea. Like it's I don't think we thought about it, but it's a good idea. Yeah, it is actually a very good idea. Yeah, again, we had like a lot of things going on. Like, you know, it was like a lot of things that we had to focus on, we had to rush. It was a lot, and it was our first event, and we are happy that it actually went well. Everything went well, and we are gonna be improving on the next maybe possible event that we are planning, if it actually happened. But yeah, that's actually a good suggestion. I'll take it to Aster and probably have like a long meeting. It wouldn't be long, because this is actually a good idea anyway. Yeah, it was so much to do. But yeah, those are the survival guide and the files as well. I think I sent the design for the pages as well to Silent, so that was also used for the obituary. And yeah, this should be the end of the graphics. Oh my god, I have so much for the graphics. But it's 1 hour. It's good. It's 1 hour. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's daijoubu. Oh my god. I can now finally switch to this. We can switch to the writing. Yappler, yeah, I didn't know I was gonna yap so much. But the graphic design is my passion. I did like the graphics I worked on, like the process of it. Some of it was like a bit tedious, and it was also my first logo, first time working on things like this. So I did have my worries, but I'm happy with how things turned out. So yeah, I'll just take that experience and improve for the future. Also, let me drink some water because 1 hour of a yap, and I forgot the last remaining match. Oh my god, I forgot that. So give me a minute, actually. Oh my god, so bitter. It's way too bitter than what I'm used to. Well, because it's a matcha tea, not matcha latte. Okay, this is also your chance to, move your body, stretch, drink some water, because the writing, I don't know how hectic that's gonna be. It wouldn't be hectic. That's the thing. It wouldn't be hectic. But it's gonna be a lot. Probably the thing that you guys are kind of excited about as well. So yeah. Actually, let me also stretch as well. Oh my god. Let me stretch as well. Oh my god, that's a break that I needed after everything. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let me see. For this section, we're gonna be talking about the guide as a character, and then moving to the side lore and some other stuff that I wrote as well for the event. So that shouldn't take a while, because I already talked a lot about the guide in the BTS stream that we had at the behind the scenes. So you can check out that VOD for more juicy information. But yeah, I was the guide, the tour guide for the winter resort. And here you can see, like, it's actually so funny. So we had the cards, okay, for everyone. We also had the cards for the staff, but we haven't used it. We didn't use it for the event. This is like the funniest thing, actually. Oh my god! Like, we designed it, but we didn't use it. So I had to use it for today. I had to use it. The art and the card are designed by Aesteryiix. The JP that you are seeing is a commission that I requested from Yumi. And I'm gonna show the art for that one later as well. But everything looked cute. Everything looking good, The guide is looking cute. So yeah, I was the tour guide, and basically, the tour guide were, before they started working as a tour guide, they used to have a bad living condition. They were living off the street with no family, no connections, nothing to their name. The host found them and decided to help them and hire them for their winter resort. And that's how the beginning of the guide happened. It was like a lot of things, actually. Like, when I was thinking about, when I was thinking about the guide, the first idea I had in mind was, where is it actually? Was this. Like, the first concept of the tour guide was based on the silly idea I had of no war is Ba Sing Se. And if you know this reference from the Avatar, The Last Airbender, you got it. That was like the original idea I had for the guide, because they're gonna be the one who will ignore all the bad things happening, the bad things that the host is doing, and they will they're gonna be like, nah, nothing bad is actually happening. This is the happy resort. Everything is going well in here. That was the original idea I had, and I stuck with that. But eventually everything changed, Like the more interaction I had with people, they also affected how the guide was like turning out to be. Cause day 1 and 2, nothing much happened with the guide. Everyone was like focusing on their own thing, and then when day 3 hit with the news that there's no help coming, everyone literally starting attacking the staff, saying that they are not helping. They promised that there will be help, but there's no help. The guide was there when the announcement came, so they took on the front line of all these accusations. It was a lot. Like, a lot of people were also saying the guide was brainwashed. It was so funny. It was so funny. Like, low-key at that moment, I was like kind of panicking, but I was enjoying the chaos. I was enjoying the chaos. I was like, yo, yes, this is perfect. This is so perfect. Everyone is going after the guide because they are the number 1 fan of the host. They believe in them so much, and they are so ready to defend them. Look at how much that actually backfired at them. Oh, high school bully style. You were there. You were there too. You were also going after the guide. Oh my god, that lucky I enjoyed that. It was chaotic, but I enjoyed that, So yeah, after that, like day 3, 4, the guide basically decided to like their stance is in conflict. That they were conflicting over everything. Like they still try to defend the host, but everyone keeps showing them evidences that no, actually the host is taking pictures of us. The host is actually doing this. The host actually threatened us and stuff like that. And the guide tried their best to tell everyone that the host is good and they're just like working on helping us somehow. But even the guide was not convinced. Like day 3 and 4, like the guide tried to convince, but even themselves, they couldn't convince themselves, Kaya. I think, toward the end of day 4, and I already said that, I'm gonna also talk about this, but day 5 to 7, the guide, after some more interactions, decided to try to reason with the host. Make them go back to the way they used to, according to the guide. The helpful, kind host that they know. Well, the end of that, actually. You know how that ended. There was a kidnapping. There was escaping. There was trapping the host. There was getting the host out after they, quote-unquote, decided to turn on a good leaf. And then the guy died because they held on to the false beliefs and couldn't shake it off. And that was their demise, basically. They ignored all the red line, the red lights, and they got eventually the tragic ending. Yeah, it's not more of they got caught off in the crossfire, but it was their tragic ending because they didn't want to acknowledge the reality of things. They were trying so hard to hold on to the imagined world they had, that the host is kind and they are helping everyone because the host helped the guide. They were so reliant on that fact that they ignored everything else. It was like how, a child would think, like when you hand them a candy and they think that you are a good person, and they just ignore everything because of that one time that someone gave them the candy. Like they will be ready. Like it's not that they will be ready, but a child is naive, and the guide was naive in that perspective. It's not that they decided to ignore, but it was they were too naive to acknowledge the bad things going around, you know? That was the concept that unfolded throughout the story of the guide. And Loki, I am very happy how it turned out. I'm very happy with how the story of the guide turned out to be. But yeah. Oh, actually, these are the skins. I wanted to check like quickly what was the next part because I was kind of worried that like if I was forgetting things in here. But this is originally how the guide was supposed to look. Like when I was like designing the skin, I had the white jacket on. Everything stayed the same except for that jacket, because when we are in a snowy place, right? And the jacket, it's like it camouflaged, you know? It was white on white. So Acer suggested that I should change the color. That's like why I decided to like go with red, because red stands out. That was also Acer's suggestion, by the way. The red jacket was Acer's suggestion. And I added the scarf and the beanie just to make it look more wintry. But that's how I originally was supposed to look with the white jacket. Red will make the guide more seen, perfect for a guide. Yeah. That was the whole idea that Acer had. Like she made sure that I would stand out, and like everyone will know that, oh, red jacket, that's the guide. And I'm happy that that's what we went with. It made finding me much easier. Like imagine if I was going around with that white jacket in the snow. I would be a leopard. And everyone would start attacking me. That would have been tragic. Glad it didn't happen though. But yay! I guess, if I remember right, this is like the favorite moment I had while I was the NPC. And it is like a lot of good moments that I have experienced throughout the event. I'm gonna mention them very quickly, because I already talked about some of them during the behind the scenes. So first one is like very funny. When I met Sachan for the first time as the tour guide, and I was like trying to tell them like where things are on. I was standing next to like the train, the previous train exit, you know, that's where the construction crew build their place. I was standing at one of the entrances, and I was like using my hand to tell Sachan where the directions are. I broke one of the blocks because I was on creative mode. Like I remember, like I was using my hand and I broke the block very quickly, and I stared at it. And Sachin was like also looking at it. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm actually very strong, you know. That's part of the tour guide training, you know. They make us have black belts, learn karate, judo, boxing and stuff. That's why I'm so strong. I could break a block that easily. Like I bluffed it on the spot. It's so funny, man. That whole mistake, I bluffed it and it became part of the tour guide lore, man. Next one is it's like one moment I had at Deku shop. I was trying to buy a map from the shop. First time I went there, it was closed, so I was waiting outside with the Coven people, if I remember right. Coven people and some of the Shiverstone people as well. I was waiting there first night, and then morning came, and the shop was open. I was about to go there, but then more people came to talk. I was like, yeah, let's talk together and stuff. Let's yab. And I was yabbing for them until the day ended. I turned around and I see the shop closed. I was like, no, I need the map. So I stayed there for another night in front of the shop. Another day came. I think I also kind of missed on that day, and I had to wait for another night until Aster, the host, came, and we tried to get Deku to open the shop at night, but it didn't work. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll still wait and get that map no matter what. So I waited until the next day, and Deku opened the shop, and I got the map, and that's it. Still the worst customer experience I ever had, Worst customer experience, and it's literally my fault for yabbing too much. The third one is low-key one of the funniest things. Like this, the fight moment, this happened on day 3 when everyone was going after the guide. That also happened when everyone discovered the destroyed helicopter, because the guide arrived there when the codes were posted, and everyone was there. Everyone attacked the guide again, and Akane was actually there at that moment. Akane was there. So when everyone started to leave, Akane just started debating with the guide, telling them how they are so wrong, they're delusional, they are brainwashed, they are not seeing the gravity of things, and we were going back and forth. And Hanabi and was it Kamatan? Yeah, Kamatan was also there. Hanabi and Kamatan, they were there at the background. And while I was having this debate with Akane, I just hear behind us Hanabi and Kama-san, they were saying fight, 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 fight the whole time. I was like, what the heck? We were having this serious moment and they were there cheering for a fight. Oh my god, that was crazy. Man, I loved all of them, man. It was funny. Oh. Yeah, it was a funny moment. The pep talk with Nova, I already talked about this during the behind the scenes, but this is the what do you call it? The Buffett, the important moment that changed the guide story, basically. It was when everything was going down and the guide was so distraught. Nova appeared and they had a good, heartfelt pep talk about what the guy should do and stuff like that. So that was a very important story moment for the guide. It changed everything. The guide was supposed to go evil, but Nova came. She did the talk no jutsu, and it changed everything. Goated moment. There was a moment where I met Silent at their ship with Janice. That's when I finally got to take Janice on a tour guide. We had a good moment with Silent there and had a lore moment. You wouldn't know, but it was low-key a good moment. The angel changed their fate. Yeah, it changed everything. Lucky. I wouldn't be talking about the silent moment. You will have to find that yourself. So, unlucky guys. Unlucky for you all. Next one is the kidnapping. You already know what happened. We already talked about it in the behind the scenes, so I wouldn't go too much into details for it. The trip to the post office that happened when after the kidnapping, when I went to the what do you call it? Oh, Silent, hello! Oh my god, you came at the time when I was yabbing a bit about the thing we had at the ship. But yeah, welcome. Grazie, you doing good? You can't hear? What do you mean you can't hear? mean you can't hear? Silent? 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 Don't give me a panic attack. Do not. Do not. This is not the moment for it. But I hope you're doing good, by the way. I hope you're doing good. But yeah. Oh my god, no. Anyways, the trip to the post office happened after the kidnapping when I was hiding at the detectives, but they didn't want me there. So Jocelyn took me on a long trip to the post office. What's funny about it is there was that one moment when Jocelyn wanted to check if the area is safe, so they hid me. They hid me in a hall. Is it hid me or hided me? I think hid. Yeah, hid. That's the correct word, right? Anyway, so they hid me in a small hole and told me to stay there until they check everything is okay. I was there for 2 or 3 minutes, just waiting. Just waiting and looking around. Oh yeah, hid. Thank you guys, thank you. I had an English moment there. But yeah, I hid there for 3 moments until Jocelyn returned. But yo, Loki, it was the most awkward 3 minutes that I didn't know what to do. So I just looked around and stuff like that. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny in its own way. The last one, locked in this radio station. Okay, so that happened last day. I was hiding at the radio station at the time. And I was alone. Jocelyn and I believe Scott and Momo came by to visit me at the radio station because they know I was hiding there. So they came by to check. The thing is, the area of the radio station was protected and only Kerbal was the only one who could do things in there. So I was locked inside. And I couldn't open the door because it was protected. It was protected and I couldn't open it. So it was a little bit chaotic trying to open the door for them to get in. Eventually, Kerbal gave me the permission and I, quote unquote, found the key to the door. But the thing with the door is when I press the button, it opens for one person each time. So I had to press the button and then one person would enter and then press it again and then another person would enter, okay? So I did that. First person to get in, Jocelyn. Second person, Scott. Third person, Roy. Where did Roy came from? He appeared out of nowhere. I was expecting Momo, but suddenly Roy enters, and I'm like, what? Oh my god, I was so shook. He came by because he was trying to find Kerbal, but Loki, what? That was... Oh man. Oh, the way it happened suddenly. That's the funny thing about it, okay? Oh, but it didn't end there. It didn't end there. So I got Momo in, finally. And it became us, the 5 of us, stuck in there. Because we couldn't get out for some reason. So I can open the door to enter, but I cannot open to exit. I think that's what happened. So we were stuck in the radio station. The 5 of us. Together. Oh man. The funniest locked moment I ever had in my whole life. And what made it funny is Roy was trying to have private conversations with the other people, but we were locked in the same room. I could hear the private conversation. He was trying to talk, being secretive and everything, but I was listening. At one moment he was he said Katsumi, don't listen to this. Don't listen to this. Cover your ears. I was like, I can hear you, dude. I can hear you. Oh man. One of my favorite, funniest moments ever. I love it so much. And yeah, we eventually got out. Like it was a lot, but we finally got out. And that was like before the guy died and stuff, you know? It was cinema, truly. It was cinema. And those were like the moments I had. All the favorite moments I had as the guide. So I really appreciate everyone that have interacted with the guide and helped shape the story the way it has it became. Helped shape it the way it became eventually. That's the bad thing about being the NPC thing. You help shape the NPC, whether they will help you, or they go against you, or they will lead to a whole load of shenanigans. That's the whole experience. I enjoyed being the guide, and I enjoyed like their story. I felt their their distraught when everyone was going against them. I felt their worry when they were like conflicted about what to do. And I'm happy kinda with like their decision to decide to still have some hope in the host. Lucky we all know that the host was bad. But the guys were so naive and innocent they couldn't see it until the final moment. Would you do it again, being the guide? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I would. I enjoyed the guide and I appreciate how their story went and ended. Even though it's like their personality was probably a bit difficult sometimes, like portraying how they easily fooled, they are so naive, they have like the go-lucky kind of personality. It was sometimes a bit hard for me to stay in that state, but I tried my best with it. And I'm happy with how it ended. So yeah. Good, W guide. Let's see, I think the next part is the heavy part. The next part is the heaviest part. It's gonna be the side lore. Actually, wait, let me check if I actually can view it without covering OBS. Oh, because I have it open in a different browser. And it's low-key too big. So let me check on that very quickly, just to see if I can still open it. No. Can I not? Okay, well, never mind. I have a different way to do that. Got it. I got it, guys. So I did check with Acer beforehand if I could like show you the bits I wrote, and it was greenlit. It was greenlit by the host, so I could show you guys, and I'm also gonna read as much as I can. But here's the disclaimer, because this is the initial idea. Like most of this was the initial idea. It was not the final thing we went by for the event. So a lot of things has changed, and you already know, especially with the ring. That changed a lot. It changed drastically. So what I'm going to show you is the initial idea that I had for the ring and Captain Smellbeard. Those are the two that I'll be reading. It's gonna be a mouthful. It's gonna be a lot, because I wrote a lot. So I'm gonna take like a very quick break to drink some water. This is your signal to drink some water, because it's gonna be it might be heavy. Up. We back. We back. Now, let's do this. I'm gonna show the things I wrote, and I'm gonna read it. Should working? Yeah, there we go. It's working right now. So, let's actually start. Okay, let's actually start. So the first thing is the ring, and you might have already know what we had for the ring first. The first idea for the ring was supposed to be a marriage between two people. That's where the ring was supposed to. I made it way too different. When I was like writing it, actually maybe I should hide this while I'm yapping for a bit. Oopsies, I'm taking... No! Wrong view! Man, I pressed the wrong button. Anyway. So the rings. So when I was like writing it in, first time, I had some dramatic music in my headset. I was playing some action music, and I got so much into the mood that I turned it into such a tragic story. It was totally not about marriage. And you'll find out how the initial idea was actually. So I can show it again. Here's your jingles. Here's the lore. Here's the jingles. So let's start. The rings. In the old age, two ancient tribes. Actually, let me turn off the music. I just realized this is so not the vibes. This is so not the vibes. Anyway. In the old age, two ancient tribes lived hidden deep in the mountain. These two tribes were skilled in hunting and fighting, being born in hostile lands full of undead and predators. To warm their hearts and uplift their souls, they commenced a tradition of friendly sword battle between the tribe's finest warriors. This tradition would occur every 70... Hold on, what the heck? Are we back, guys? Are we back? Are we back? Guys. Are we back? Is it working? Is it actually working? Thumbs up? Thumbs up if you guys are seeing me, hearing me live. Yeah, we are back. Oh my god. Man, like it happened when I started reading the lore. It happened when I started showing the good story. Oh my god. I was showing the good bits. I was showing the thing. Man. Wait, so did you guys hear the whole thing? Like, did you guys hear the whole thing, or should I read it again? Oh my god, do we have to go back and read it? If you imagine these stories end in a tragic way, well, you're gonna be surprised how the initial version was actually. You're gonna be shocked. Now should I get you for looking the code? It passed on the 77 years. Okay. I guess I will continue from there then. Hopefully OBS wouldn't disconnect again. Let's hold hands. Okay. So this tradition would occur every 70 years and was kept alive since early centuries. The two warriors would wear rings representing their tribes and will fight in the arena until one is ultimately defeated. The two warriors would rise together, bring their rings to the highest mountain, and light a fire illuminating the lands. This is the tradition section, so just explains what's the tribe's tradition, sword fighting and having the rings. You see, it was totally not marriage at all. Now, let's go to the tragic part. Let me scroll a bit down. This should... Well, it kind of works. In one of these ancient periods, Two warriors from the two clans were born. What started as a hunting rivalry between children bloomed in those snowy lands. Blooms bloomed in those snowy lands into sworn friendship bonded by vines of trust and respect. Years of squabbling on got more feast, and wanting to grow stronger than their rival, and surviving the winter monstrosities together have reshaped their connection to that of trusted brothers in arms. Eventually, the two warriors were chosen to participate in the approaching ringed battle. Standing over the lake, the two vowed to battle with everything they got, not only to uphold the traditions of their ancestors, but to show respect to their long history and bond. Let me scroll down a bit more. Let me check also. Yep, this is showing on OBS. Let's continue. When the night of the ring battle came, one of the warriors was missing. As everyone in the arena began to worry, darkness engulfed the arena. In the midst of panic and screams, a sword struck the waiting warrior's chest. He slashed the attacker away with his sword. The clashing sword emitted a spark, and the face of his friend flashed in front of the warrior. Enraged and heartbroken, the warrior fought his sworn brother. Each strike became more aggressive the longer they fought. He didn't care for the blood oozing out of his injury. The anger blinded him of anything else than his distorted battle. The bond they built together crumbled in an instant. The moment the warrior's sword struck his friend's heart, it all ended. Hopefully that actually showed in OBS. I should have checked. Okay, let's go down a bit more. Among the piling bodies of corpses in the arena, the warrior took a final glance at his friend before he left the place. Still holding onto his wound, the warrior climbed up the mountain with all the strength left in him. Once he reached out, he held out his ring, and he howled. He cursed the lands for ruining the battle he dreamed of for so long. He grieved the brother he lost into those lands. He swore an eternal. We had to scroll down. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, let me actually. Is it showing on OBS? Yes. He swore eternal winter to befall everything until the day everything is set to how it should have happened. In his dying breath, he fell down the mountain, and the ring slipped away along with his crushed soul. That was a lot. That was a lot of read. Oh my god. I already cried when I was writing this. Okay, I was crying when I was writing this. I'm about to tear up again. What the heck? Man. We could have Nash and Wannabe just fight. Yeah. I mean, it is a side story. Like, that was an idea. And it is initial because, again, we had other stuff to work on. Like, Acer already mentioned it in the behind scenes. We were planning on adding an arena and make this more elaborated, but it was a lot of things going on at that time. So we had to go back to the original idea and make it simpler. So that's how it ended eventually. This would work for an SMP by itself. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and it is what it is, you know. It still worked out, you know, in a way. With the marriage, we kind of had a whole segment of the marriage with Nash and Wannabe. That became a legendary moment for a lot of people. So it did work out. It did work out. If we had gotten the actual purpose behind it, we would have had done it. Yeah, it is an initial draft. Like, a lot of things were not planned for it. Like, what's gonna be the end of it? Like, there was also the arena thing. It required a lot of work. That's why we decided to change it and make it simpler. Um, it is unfortunate. But it I'm happy with what you have gotten, and it still worked out for the event. Hunger Games time. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I'm happy what we gotten. It's a legendary moment. They actually won the fanship category as well for the awards. So yeah, that's the initial ring lore. And I'll have to come a bit because that was a lot of emotional. I also had more plans, like scanning the lore around with books, some writings, and I would place them around the map. But again, it would have required a lot of time that we didn't have, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll just have to work on timing it better next time. Yeah, timing it better, planning it thoroughly, so it would feel as rewarding when you guys figure out if we have a next event, of course. If we have a next event, I will make sure that it's planned out thoroughly. Next time, let's make an underground arena where people can place bets. You already had the fighting arena on the party day. Why would you want another one? Oh man. Let's see. The next part, I have to scroll a bit more. Next part is the Captain Smellbeard. Smellbeard. I don't know who came up with the name, by the way. like, there was that one time when we were working on some stuff, and Acer was like, "Hey, Kat, can you work on some lore for Captain Smellbeard?" I was like, "What? Who?" Well, because that was my first time hearing about it. I still don't know who made the name. I still don't know. But they had this all had idea of that there was the trident hidden in one of the wrecked ships, right? And that trident belonged to Captain Smellbeard. So lucky there wasn't any base idea, so I had to make everything on the fly. And unfortunately we didn't put it in. We couldn't write it into the event. Or at least no one came by and asked me. If someone came to the guide and showed them the trident, I would have told them about the story, but no one came. Ah, it was tragic. It was tragic, but it is what it is. The name fits, yeah. It kind of goes easy on the tongue. Captain Smellbeard. Captain Smellbeard. Okay. Let's go. More reading, guys. Ibenki had the trident? I think it was someone else. I don't remember who. I think it was someone else that had the trident. I low-key forgot who it was. Let's see. The wrecked ship. An old urban legend used to go around the sailors of a fearsome captain called Smellbeard, and he ruled over the seven seas with his mighty trident. It is said that he owned the Pacific Sea and lived roaming and wrecking every ship daring to splash its wings on its water. Everyone knew of his mountain of gold treasures stashed in his ship, but most only ever wanted to hold the captain's sea trident. Let's go down. No one knew how it was found. Some say it was scavenged from the deepest fire ring alive. Others believe that it is in the work of a great blacksmith. Wherever its origin were or weren't, the trident's unmistaken power to strike anything in its path and obliterate all oppositions is obsolete. I hate scrolling. On a calm night, the captain's crew saw an illuminating shadow in the far distance. Within seconds, the ocean roared with waves violently shaking the ship. The captain stood out with his sea trident trying to command his sailors to steer away from imminent end. From the depth of the ocean, a giant kraken appeared upon them, preventing the ship from escaping anywhere. Captain Smellbeard rose to the challenge and fought to cut the kraken's grasp off his precious ship. In the midst of that battle, no one noticed the waves raising and the sky thundering above them. A storm emerged from within. The ship, along with the Kraken, were pulled to its cortex. It became too late for them once they were trapped in the rhythm of the storm. Captain Smellbeard, believing this to be another obstacle in his road to greatness, approached the front of his ship and held the sea trident toward the storm. The screaming sailors and the wailing Kraken were not as entertaining to him as challenging nature was. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe, is it showing on OBS? I also have to check. Okay. When the storm settled, there was no signs of the wrecked ship nor the Kraken remains in the ocean. No corpse nor object were floating around. It is as if the sea has swallowed everything and left none to those wandering after. With this, the legend of Captain Smellbeard and the Sea Trident ended in an unfortunate tragedy, a greatness lost in the underwater, never to be found. And yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the legend. Yeah, oh my god. Actually, this one was more entertaining to read than the Ring one. Man, looking like I was kind of doubting. I remember like doubting this one when I was like reading it. Writing it. I was doubting myself when I was writing it, but now reading it after EverWinter, I look like how it ended. I like how it went. Man, I'm legendary. What the heck? I'm so legendary with this writing. I knew nothing about the pirate. Yeah, it was like there was a ship in an area in the what do you call it? I think if you guys have the world map, you might be able to find it. But it's a sinking ship inside one of the frozen lakes, and this is where you would find a trident. Someone already found it day one. And if they actually came to me and asked me about the trident, I would have told them the story of the Captain Smellbeard. I think there was no way, or maybe if you came and asked me about the wrecked ship in the lake as well, I would have told you. But yeah, no one came, no one asked, so it is lost media. One thing I would have loved to see in game more is the story of the NPCs. At least I didn't get a lot of stuff during the event. I think it's because, again, we had the main lore with the host, right? And there was the NPCs as well, but that was not the focus for the event. When we were like designing like the event and working on it, the focus was always how the player would feel about the event, like their experience, how we gonna help them shape their own stories. You could still interact with the NPCs, and that's gonna add to your story, but that doesn't mean that we would take the shine out of you, you know? We are here to make you shine, to make your story shine, but you can still interact with us to find out more about the main lore. Like I already mentioned it in the behind scenes, but the idea is we didn't want to overshadow all your stories that you are creating in these lands. We made the main lore as it is, and everything is open for you all to do. Like where you place your groups, what you do with your characters, how you interact with others, with the NPCs, with the host. Everything is up to you. That's your story. That's the main thing we wanted to do. We didn't want to be overbearing as NPCs. Like I would interact with whoever wanted to interact with me or who was close by, but I wouldn't go out of my way to a person or a group and like try to have an interaction. That's not what I wanted to do, and I believe a lot of us staff didn't want to do that as well. So whoever wanted us, who wanted to interact with us, we happy to interact. We just wouldn't like be too much into it. Let's see. Next time maybe we get more items that could do that. maybe that could be a thing. I think work more on the lore side as well. It's gonna be like, because this is our event, the first event we ever held, and I am happy with how it went, and we got like such a positive feedback from a lot of people. But this is our first, and we had to learn a lot of things for it, you know? We did make mistakes. Why is it glitching? What the heck? Why is OBS glitching all of a sudden? Ah, that's weird. Anyway, we learned a lot of things, we made mistakes, and we, for the next event, if there happen to be one, we gonna do our best to prevent a lot of the things that went wrong and improve on the things that we have liked as well. It's gonna be much better. But we're gonna still keep on like the NPCs, the main lore. It's just gonna be more improved, more cooler. Mixing that it was not the focus. Yep, exactly. It is an SMP after all. It is an SMP/RP event. Next time I'll just ask you guys random questions about your characters. Oh yeah, that could work actually. Again, it's part of the interactions. Like, you could like come by and ask us about questions about our personalities, but it might be difficult because a lot of people might be trying to do that as well. We gotta figure out how that's gonna work, you know? We might have to figure that out, but you're welcome to ask us as NPCs about our characters, you know? It actually help us to tell our stories as well. Let me check. Was there anything else after this? I think those the extra things I also wrote. Let me check. Yeah. So we had the mini trailer and the main trailer. I wrote the script, most of it for those two. Like the dialogues, how some of the shots that we wanted, not all the shots, but most of some of it, I would say. I honestly don't remember which shot that we have worked on, like from the written ones. But most of the script for those, I did write them, and it did go through changes. That's how drafts work, you know. You have a draft 1, draft 2, and that's mainly because of how the dialogue was flowing. Because a lot of it was like, it feels like there was too much words here, less words there, and maybe sometimes it felt too formal when we were reading them. So it did go through some changes, especially with the mini trailer. The mini trailer was mainly Acer and Kerbo talking, and it was like back and forth. And we, like, when they were doing the voiceover, it did went through some changes because sometimes it felt mouthful. It didn't go flu as they have wanted it, so they did change it. But yeah, that's the extra bit. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I also wrote some part of this survival guide and also the secret files. I think that should be it for the writing that I have done so far. Like, I'm mostly was working on the graphics and the lore stuffs. I was the writer. Basically. But that should be it, actually. Those are all the things that I have worked on. Yeah. Maybe I should have like waited for like if you guys had questions before I switch. Do you guys have any questions? I should have also asked for the graphics. Oh my god. Oh, I'm going so fast with this. I'm also yapping a lot. It's already 2 hours. But hey guys, do you have any questions before we go on to with the art that I have gotten? Any questions? Any things that come to mind? Or maybe you want to leave it for the end. Ooh. Also, let me drink some water because the art is gonna be like very fast. Waffle or pancakes? Pancakes. Pancakes. Because when you put cream on it, it's gonna feel more fuller. It's gonna be fuller. Why am I adding more? It's fuller, not more fuller. Fuller. But yeah, You can also stack it, and it's gonna look like a cake. So yeah, pancakes. No questions so far, at least none I know you could answer. The lore is locked behind India. Yeah. Unfortunately, you will have to wait. Okay, next one. The arts. Those are like the arts I received and commissioned as well. So again, it's gonna be very fast. It's gonna be like a thanks for the people who like drew me or commissioned, basically. And you guys already have seen this, but this is the profile picture I used that was drawn by Acer. She made all of us matching profile pictures for the event, and it looks cute. Yeah, it looks cute. I like it actually. Unfortunately, I had to switch it once EverWinter was done. It's definitely single the end for me. But I still love it, you know? I still love it. Look cute. Thank you, Acer. Thank you. Next one was really unexpected. But this was done by ItsMoss. Looking like I think Batumbra shared it on Discord for us. And the expressions for each one of us, Moose made us unique. Made each one of us unique in our own way. Like, I look scared as a kid here. Yeah, I think Kerbo looked dead. Deku was a greedy one. The only one smiling was Daisy. And also silent. Silent was kind of stuck on a window. And the host was evil, laughing off as they are planning for the next shenanigan. Yeah. Thanks, Moss, for the art. Thank you. I will treasure it. Because this is like probably like one of the... maybe the second. For Acer is the first, but this is the second art for the guide. So it is well treasured. Next one is the art that I commissioned from Asura, the one I'm using right now for my PNG. Like, this was like so last minute, and I'm so glad that Asura still worked on it and finished it. It was done like few days ago. I don't remember when, but I had enough time to work on this stream. I had the music muted. I had the music muted. I should have unmuted once I was done with the lore. I forgot. It's okay. It's a classic moment anyway. But yeah. Asura worked and they cooked and they made the guide super cool. You know, with the red flag and smile. And I really love the colors in here. Like, everything, it matches. The color, they match so good together. It's also feel warm. I feel like there's like the warm colors that are popping out, especially the red jacket and the beanie. The only thing that is clashing is the eyes because it's in a blue shade, and that's so perfect. That's so perfect, guys. I love it. So thanks Asura for the great commission. I'll put all the links of the people that I showed the art in the description later on. So yeah. Next one is the why is it not switching? Yeah, the commission. This is my secret commission that I have done for the staff. Like, I was so wanting to do that for a long while, ever since we started doing the event. And I commissioned this right after... No, actually, I think it was during the break. I remember commissioning this during the break for the event, and it was done before the party day, I think, if my timeline is correct. I think that's how it happened. I might be off, but it's so quick. What the heck? Anyway, I commissioned it, I made it, I kept it a secret until the final day when the party day was over, I think. Or was it the last day? The time is jumbled in my head. The time is so jumbled in my head. I don't remember the dates. That's what I know. I'm getting older than I should be. Oh man. But yeah, we look so cool, you know. We look so cool. Everyone is posing with their item. Silent has actually. Let me. I don't think I can. Oh, I cannot zoom in. No. It's okay. So Silent is holding a trident. Daisy is holding a whistle. Deku has the diamond because it's so typical. It's so typical of Deku. The host is doing a peace sign. Kerbo is holding an old walkie-talkie. I'm holding the flag, just like I'm doing right now. And Intern is hiding behind the resort, holding a honey. Was it the honey glaze beef? I forgot the name. Honey ham. They're holding honey ham. And then you see the moose on the other side, and the crew at the top. Loki, I forgot to add the radio. Like, I got the permission, and I realized like hours later that I forgot to add the radio in. But it's okay, you know. I really love how it turned out to be, so I'm okay. I don't care. Yeah, the moose. Look, it's so funny how the moose became part of the lore. In a lot of like your stories, like, you know, someone died by a moose, you got an encounter by a moose, and it became such a tragic part of some of your stories. I love it. I so love it. So thanks Yumi. Thank you Yumi for the commission. It turned out very good. Everyone in the team, they loved it so much, and Acer used it for the thumbnail, for the behind the scenes. So yeah, that's about it for the art. All the artist's link will be shared in the description. Hopefully I don't forget. I might do it after this or tomorrow, because it is late. But yeah, that's it for my experience with EverWinter, working on it, and the stuff I have done. So yay! That's the end. That's probably the last EverWinter related stream. Oh my god, this is the final. This is like the low-key, the end of it. So yeah guys, if you have any questions, if you have anything that you wanted to say, this is your chance. We can like sit down for a bit and drink my water while we're like yapping for a bit here and there. Maybe yapping for a bit, because I already yapped for a while. Drinking my water. Thank you for all the hard work you guys put into them. It means a lot. No, thank you for participating. All of this wouldn't have mattered if you guys didn't join and add into it, you know? Yeah. Thank you guys that EverWinter became what it became, you know? What apps did you use for the logos? I used Clip Studio. Like, the drawings that I've done was Clip Studio. The text was Blockbench, and it's a website online. You can essentially create Minecraft items in there as well, so it's not only the text. So you can make customized chests, customize maybe glasses. You can create anything Minecraft in there. I can't wait to get back to editing my thoughts for it. Yeah, I'm actually cannot wait to see all the edits. A lot of people like started sharing the edited shorts, and I've watched most of them. And I also have been liking a lot of the tweets under the hashtag EverWinterSMP. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been watching you all. So I really cannot wait to see what more things that you guys will be creating for EverWinter as well. Of course, we have the movie that we are gonna start working on after our break. It needs some planning, but we're gonna work on it. It's gonna probably be first episodes, and then we're gonna compile them into a movie. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. If you would have, if you wouldn't have been an NPC, what character would you be replaying as? Oh, that's actually an interesting question. If I was not an NPC in EverWinter, I think I might have gone solo for this one. Probably an artist, I think. It's either an artist or a writer. Cause this way, like, I could like interact more with the lore. Like an artist, I could be like drawing the few, like when I'm thinking about it, I would be like this philosophical artist that would try to find meaning into everything they see. A glass has a meaning, like the way a person looks has a meaning. There's a beauty, everything. I would have gone that hysteric road for the artist. The same with the writer. I think that probably would have been something that I would replay. Loki actually sounds like a fire idea. It sounds like a fire idea. Then you're in for a treat. I cannot wait. Sounds awesome? Yeah. It's gonna add a lot of drama. I mean, not a lot of drama, but I think a lot of chaos. Because then I will be going out of my way into danger just to find this one perfect moment to draw or write about. I probably would have been in, like, Loki. I could see this kind of personality watching the host, seeing the things that they are doing, and they will find it so perfect. Like the chaos, they are adding a color into it. Probably would have ended following the host just to see how their story is gonna be, how they gonna illustrate their moments. Something like that. How many hours of sleep did you lose during the 3 months? A lot. Because, well, it's not as much actually. Like before the event, it was at reasonable hours. The meeting was at reasonable hours before the event. As we got closer into it, we started to stay longer in PC, work a lot more. I'll probably stay after midnight sometimes, just to finish some work. Sometimes it happened during weekdays, and I would have work, of course. I am an adult, I have a work, I have a shift. So there's like a lot of times I would like sleep for like 3 hours. It got worse during the event. Because there was like that one time when I slept for 2 hours and I had to wake up and then go straight to work. So yeah, it's a lot. I didn't count them, but it did get this bad sometimes. But I did it for the love of the game, you know. I don't think I've ever complained about it, except for that one time. That first day we had with the 4 hours meeting, 4 hours pre-lobby, 4 hours for the event. That was so bad because that was also a weekday. Was it a weekday? No, it was a weekend. No, actually it was a weekend. But it was still bad. That was the only time I complained about it. Other than that, it was low-key chill. I already expected that to happen, so I was mentally prepared for the lack of sleep that I will be having. Who was the most grumpy staff member during the meetings? The most grumpy... half of us, maybe? Like, when you say grumpy, do you mean like the one who would argue the most? Because half of us were arguing a lot. Like, it's mainly me, Silent, and Aster who would like sometimes go against each other. But it's like because we each care about the event, and we are like trying to make it the best the best way we wanted it. So sometimes our ideas would clash, and we wouldn't understand what the other is saying. That's why we end up like being grumpy at each other. But we all know that it's because we all care. We care so much about the event that we want the best for it, you know? So there was never bad blood with that. It just we argue a lot. We also yapper, so yeah. Banter, yes, banter. We do banter a lot because we care. We do it for the love of the game. That's what I like to do, and we just make sure that to remind each other that we are friends first and foremost, and we are not doing this because we want to fight. We want this event to work. That's why we're having these long, heated discussions sometimes. We have to remind ourselves that so we stay chill and mature about it. Yeah. We're yappers. Al here got out of work. Gonna have dinner, but is that head tour guide Katsumi? Yes, that's me. I'm the tour guide. Well, I was the tour guide, but that's me. Hello all, welcome. Have you done good? Have you done good after work? Enjoy dinner as well. Yeah, have fun. One thing you would have loved to add to the event if you could go back? One thing I would have loved to add. Let's see. Maybe more structures, maybe like make the map a little bit more alive, I would say. But this also would have been a bit too much. That would have been a bit too much, because then it would be kind of people settling down there and like not building for their groups and stuff. It would also require a lot of planning. That's the thing that I would worry about. But it would have been good to add them. Just to add a little bit more flavor to the map. Oh, I'm barely alive. Gonna consume so much protein. Okay, good luck. If you could change one single thing that happened, what would you have changed? One thing, I don't think I have anything in mind, because I'm happy with how things have went so far, with people's stories, with the main story. The only thing I would change actually when I died, when like Aesteryiix was trying to kill me and I was in creative mode, that's the only thing that I want to change, because oh my god, I was so ready for that moment. I was so ready for Aesteryiix to strike me down and for me to die. I was so ready, but I was in creative mode. It ruined the moment. Oh my god. That's the only thing I want to change, actually. You know what? That's the only thing I want to change. I want to go back in time and change to survival mode for that moment to be beautiful. Man. I would have hit Aesteryiix with an anvil. How do you even do that? That's the question. Because Aesteryiix had the netherite armor on. Man, big 2+? Oh my god, no. I don't think it would have worked either way, because the host is so strong. I know that because I'm the tour guide. But yeah. Let's see, any last questions? Any last burning questions that you all have? Any last thing that you want to say to the tour guide before they disappear and are no more here? Never said it will kill them, I just meant to hit them. Okay, I see, you wanna rage bait them with the anvil. Okay, I see. That might have worked, but you would have disintegrated if that actually happened. You would have been the next target for the host. So I don't know. Good thing that you died by a moose, I guess. But it's also unfortunate that you died on first day. So yeah, sorry for that. Anything outside of the EverWinter universe going on? Maybe. Maybe right now we are taking a break. After that we might start planning some things here and there. Who knows? Who knows? It could be EverWest. Oh, it could be EverWest. Oh, what about EverSpace? Oh, that's also a good one. Who knows? Who knows? But we are cooking, We are on rest, but we still cooking, We are still cooking. And who knows what's gonna be the next thing? You have to wait and find out, You have to wait and find out. If I hadn't been on a moose coma, I would have somehow been target number 1 for Aesteryiix, Yeah, I do know. I do know. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. Like you can see from a mile away. I know it. Everyone on the staff know it. Yeah. Any questions you would like to ask us? That's okay. That's a good thing. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys have fun in this stream? That's the question I want to ask. Did you guys have fun? Me yapping and showing everything. Never summer forever. You know it. You know it. Something tells me the winter might wake up. Maybe. Or maybe we're gonna be living in EverWinter. Ooh, title drop. Title drop, guys. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Lots of fun. Learned a lot. Thank you. I'm glad that you learned a lot. Yes. I was actually so worried when I was planning this presentation. It felt like I was adding so much that didn't need to be added. But I'm still happy that you all enjoyed it. We'll come back for sure next time. Yes. Definitely come back for more stuffs. But this is gonna be the last thing for EverWinter. This stream is gonna be the last thing, and then you guys have a long silence of no more EverWinter. Yeah. This is like the remaining thing. This is what's holding the event before it's all over. Which I'm gonna be ending very soon, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna end it very soon. And also, let me actually move me for a bit to the side, actually. There you go. It's fine. Yes, it's gonna be fine, guys. I know you guys are gonna be strong, and you will be waiting. You can wait, You can wait for the next thing. You can do it. You can handle this. You can handle the wait. It's fine. It's not like the universe is gonna end and humanity would fall. That wouldn't happen, It's just like sometime without EverWinter. I think the thing that I'm actually happy to see these days is people are still talking on Discord. You guys are still planning for collabs, interact with each other, and some people are also still joining VC, and it's so it feels good to see that you guys care so much about EverWinter and still wanna be involved with the people who you played with. Really happy with that. Oh, hello Soul, welcome. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. How are you doing? Good, by the way. You playing Carbon 1? Oh my god, Carbon 1. Hope you enjoy it. Oh my god, I did play it a few times on Wannabe server. I do need to hop on a little bit more. But I hope you enjoy it. We are still active in there sometimes. Yep. You got shiny Green Ninja. Ooh, that sounds like it sounds cool. It sounds cool. Unfortunately, I know nothing about Pokemon. I know nothing about Pokemon, but I'm happy you got it. I'm happy you got it. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. It's unrelated to EverWinter, but what kind of games do you usually play? Well, before I got into the rabbit hole of Minecraft, well, I was already in the rabbit hole of Minecraft, but I usually play story-related games. Sometimes I will play whatever I feel like I will be enjoying, and it's mainly adventure games, story games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and Minecraft. That's usually what I play, but also I don't have much time for games. I'm not a gamer. I just love playing games whenever I have free time and I want to stream it as well. That's what I do. Yeah, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I played it for a few years. I think I already done my first Yu-Gi-Oh stream before EverWinter. I do plan on doing more. Doing more in the future. But yeah, it's gonna be like rough going back to streaming after EverWinter because I'm so used to staying in PC for a long time and working on EverWinter with the other people. I haven't streamed much because I wanted to focus on the event mainly. So it's gonna be a bit rough going back, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I know I'm gonna get used to it again. And I'm already also planning on like some personal projects here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna entertain myself until the next work comes out. The next work come in actually. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. You're a gamer if you play game. Actually, that's true. That is true. Hopefully, I get to catch the next streams. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be chilling here, playing games. You all are welcome to come by. You know, all is welcome. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Because it is late right now, and I do need to catch up on some sleep. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining in this talk about my experience with EverWinter. I hope that you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that jazz, you know. And I will see you next time. But this is unofficially, the end of EverWinter, unless the other staff people decided to make their own streams and talk about their things. But I guess that's it for me. That's it for me in EverWinter. Thank you, Katsumi. Loves the TED Talk. Yeah, thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in and yapping with me about it. Thank you guys so much. Yay! I'll probably see you next time. I don't know when, because I'm recovering. I'm recovering from the workaholic life I used to have with EverWinter. So it's gonna be a slow return, but I will be back. I'll be back slowly. Yeah. Bye bye, guys. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon. Eat well, drink well, hydrate, stretch, take care of yourself, and thank you for joining EverWinter. Thank you for participating in EverWinter. Thank you for interacting and hyping EverWinter. And I hope to see you in the next project, whenever that will ever happen. And yeah, goodbye, guys. Bye-bye. 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 See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.